Good morning. Hello. Right. What are we doing? We are flying the 737-800 today. Garuda Indonesia, and we're flying from Bali up to Singapore. Yeah. So let's have a look at our flight plan today. There we are. So that's our flight plan today. We're taking off from Bali and heading across the I don't know what the Java Sea, and up to Singapore. We did have approach and everything on at Bali, but they just went off, and now we've still got tower and ATIS, tower ground, everything at Singapore. So okay. Let's have a look at the wind, the weather. The weather is not great, but we're okay. All right, so let's jump in, shall we? Let's jump in. We are on VATSIM today, and let's power up the aircraft, shall we? So there we go, and ground power can go on. And then we can go up here and switch on the IRS. There we go. All right. Let's bring in our flight plan. There we go. So Bali to Singapore departure. 1008 is our QNH today. Let's get GSX doing its thing and request boarding.
Boarding requested.
All right. So let's bring that down. We've got announcements. Okay. Oh, let me just check that I have used this livery before. Yep, we're okay. Okay, so FMC. So position in it, we're at WAD. Yep, go on then. Whiskey, Alpha, Delta. There we are. Oops, sorry, wrong one. There. And then we're at Alpha 26. There we go. Resume, restart. There we are. Okay. And our route. There we go. So we can set fuel, set payload, and select route. So we are taking off from runway 27 today.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your commander of this flight. First of all, on behalf of Garuda Indonesia as member of SCASI Alien 6, we would like to welcome you aboard. We appreciate you assisting Garuda Indonesia today because we made the flight as well as our flight.
Okay, so 27. There we are, so we can activate that. And we'll go to our legs page. Sorry, depart 27 off of Borg 2 Bravo today. So execute. And then our arrival into Singapore is on 20 right. ILS 20 right. Hello. On Hugh Bravo 1 Bravo. There we are. On IPNAT. There we are, lovely. Let's check the legs. So we've got a disco there. And good. Okay, perfect. So 63, so we'll go 50 here. And we're 34,000 feet today.
Hello.
34,000 feet. Seatbelts can go on. Here we are. Lovely. Okay. Traffic and weather. Oops. Traffic and terrain. There we are. 1008. There we are. And that's all good. Let's go to our perf. So 340. 340. Weather top of climb 343. 3435. There we are. Cost index 18. Payload reserves are 1.1. Okay, 0 fuel weight. There we are. We can execute that. N1 limit. Okay, flaps 5. CG. There we are, 5.8. Okay. And the weather 300 at 3. There we go. Lovely. So 1 rotate V2 153. There we are, and 34,000 feet. And we're heading at Bali 267. Puerto 267. Okay, so flight directors can go on. ARM, VNav, LNav. There we are. Okay. That's all good. 5.8 is our trim. Takeoff trim 5.8. There we are, lovely. And let's go legs, route data, wind request. We really need that max 8. Why? Have they fixed it for 2024 now? Okay, there we go, and load and execute, and then we can go to our descent forecasts. There we go, load. The max, aren't they supposed to, like, oh, it works now. It wasn't working before properly, apparently. So maybe that's what the service pack 1 is all about. There we go. All right, we are good.
Bapak dan Ibu yang terhormat, di sini pimpinan penerbangan Anda dan seluruh awak pesawat yang bertugas. Atas nama Garuda Indonesia, Hotel di Skyteam, kami ucapkan selamat datang. Cuaca di sepanjang perjalanan diperkirakan cukup baik pada umumnya, sedikit guncangan kecil saja di beberapa tempat, dan cuaca di bandara tujuan kami diperkirakan sedikit berawan pada saat kita tiba nanti. Kami ucapkan banyak terima kasih atas pilihan Anda untuk terbang bersama Garuda Indonesia hari ini sebagai perjalanan Anda, dan kami berharap Anda dapat melayani penerbangan kami. Jika ada yang dapat kami lakukan untuk menambah kenyamanan penerbangan Anda, mohon jangan ragu untuk menghubungi awak kabin kami. Kita akan senang dan segera menyampaikan permintaan Anda kepada kami. Terima kasih dan selamat terbang. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your commander of this flight. First of all, on behalf of Garuda Indonesia as member of SCSI Alien 6, we would like to welcome you aboard. We appreciate you choosing Garuda Indonesia today because we made the flight as well as our VATSIM service. If there is anything we cannot make your flight or enable.
Okay, so we had... So nothing is on at the moment.
Thank you. Have a nice flight.
Okay, so let's go 122 decimal eights. There we go.
Kepada Ibu yang terhormat, seluruh penumpang telah naik ke pesawat dan pintu kabin akan segera ditutup. Terima kasih atas perhatian Anda. Ladies and gentlemen, all passengers have boarded the aircraft and the cabin doors will be closed shortly. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, we're all boarded. Let's get out of here. There we go. All right. APU can come on. There we are. Lovely. Cyclone, hello. How you doing, mate? You all right? So we are all about to take off. Here we go. APU's coming up. We can switch on the anti-collision light. There we go. Logo light can come on as well. And we are all set up on the... Yep, there we go. All right, all good. You're getting some flight time in the A320 Neo. Is that the fly-by-wire, right? Yeah, okay. All right. APU is up. Yes, it is. Okay, let's switch over to the APU and parking brakes on. Let's go and release the ground power and set and remove the chocks. So release the ground power. There we are, and remove chocks. We're good. Okay, let's call for pushback. We are going to go nose to the right today. And doors should all be closed. Yes, they are. We're good. Okay, nose is coming up. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Pop all that on. There. We're going to go nose to the right. Parking brakes, release. And let's start our engines. Do we have anything in the center? I have a little bit. Okay, APU bleed on. Let's start engine 2. Bit overcast in Bali today. Okay, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. Thank you.
Here we go.
Selamat datang di penerbangan Garuda Indonesia. Sesuai dengan peraturan keselamatan penerbangan sipil, sebelum lepas landas, kami akan menyampaikan
Okay, engine 1.
dari pesawat ini. Silakan simpan bagasi Anda di kompartemen atas atau di bawah kursi di depan Anda. Pastikan bagasi Anda tidak menghalangi pintu keluar dan lorong kabin. Pastikan juga Anda selalu dalam posisi duduk saat pesawat bergerak di darat, lepas
Here we go.
landas, dan mendarat. Sesuai dengan peraturan keselamatan penerbangan, kenakan sabuk pengaman Anda ketika tanda kenakan sabuk pengaman menyala dan setiap saat diinstruksikan oleh awak pesawat. Pasang sabuk pengaman dengan memasukkan ujung logam ke dalam gesper dan kencangkan. Masukkan juga ujung logam ke pengait untuk kursi dengan pelindung bahu. Kenakan selama Anda
Alright.
Untuk melepas sabuk, angkat
Parking brake set.
dan sediakan ujung logam. Sebelum
Okay, RTO and flaps 5.
kursi, lipat, dan kunci meja, simpan kembali layar video dan sandaran kaki ke tempat semula, serta buka, tutup jendela Anda.
Okay, we can go on to the engine bus. There we go.
Jika masih
That can go off. That can go on and on and on.
Anda untuk mengalirkan oksigen, lalu pasang, menutupi hidung dan
And APU can come off.
Basis di kanan dan kiri untuk mengencangkan. Bernafaslah dengan normal. Pasang masker Anda
PR1, Gen 1,
membantu yang lain.
and all good.
Perangkat elektronik portable dengan alat pemancar yang dapat mengganggu sistem navigasi dan komunikasi pesawat tidak boleh dinyalakan.
Okay.
Jika perangkat elektronik Anda jatuh dan terselip di dalam kursi pesawat, segera panggil awak kabin untuk membantu. Untuk kenyamanan, Anda dapat menikmati fasilitas in-flight connectivity di beberapa tipe pesawat kami.
Okay. Have they let us go? Yes, they have. All right.
Selama Anda berada di dalam pesawat,
Let's go. Taxi.
peraturan keselamatan penerbangan merusak atau menyebabkan tidak berfungsinya alat
Parking brakes. Released.
serta merokok di kamar kecil tidak
And let's go.
Perhatikan pintu darurat terdekat dengan Anda dan ingatlah bahwa pintu darurat mungkin berada di belakang Anda. Terdapat lampu di lantai yang akan mengarahkan Anda ke pintu darurat. Semua pintu darurat dilengkapi dengan alat peluncur yang akan mengembung untuk evakuasi di darat. Jika diperlukan evakuasi, segera menuju ke pintu darurat dan tinggalkan barang-barang.
Need to work in landings and approaches. Yeah. Yeah, those are
Dan 5
important. I would also practice the RNAV stuff.
alat peluncur
Practice RNAV approaches. ILS, you know, while ILS is simpler, but sometimes RNAV approaches at some airports. So I'd practice RNAV as well.
dari awak kabin. Saat pendaratan darurat, jangan panik. Kenakan sabuk pengaman, eratkan, dan bungkukan badan Anda. Jika harus mendarat di air, pelampung terletak di samping atau di bawah tempat duduk Anda. Ambil pelampung, kalungkan melalui
And when you do it, when you manage to do an RNAV approach
dengan menarik tali
perfectly,
untuk mengembungkan pelampung.
so with RNAV, okay, with ILS, you normally what you do is you set it to an initial fix, right?
Cabut
You bring the altitude down to where the initial fix is.
lampu akan menyala secara otomatis.
But with RNAV, you set the altitude down to the minimums.
Untuk petunjuk keselamatan yang ada di depan atau di samping
And
dengan
yeah.
atas perhatian
And then you use the minimums as the RNAV. I use little nav map, right? So I use this, which is great and it's free. I have Navigraph, but I only have the AirAct subscription. You know, so little nav map gives me all of the information that I need, to be fair. It gives me the initial fix here. So I know that's the initial fix. With an RNAV approach, it will tell me what I need to do with the RNAV approach. So, and then for charts, for actual charts, if you're on Microsoft flights, are you on 2020 or 2024, Cyclone? Are you on 2020 or 2024? So you don't need Navigraph if you want charts. You can go to here. I'll tell you where you go. Copy. You go here. And you'll get your charts. They come free with 2024. That's what I use. So here, there we go. There. That's the free charts that come with 2024. So if I want to, I'm going to go to Singapore now. So Singapore. There we go. Singapore. And I'm going to be landing on 20 right. 20 right. ILS. And there's the charts. I mean, Navigraph is what? 100 euros a year? I pay 20 something euros a year just for the AIRAC cycle, and then I use all of this stuff. It's free. Why not? And then with little nav map, it's great. Yes, but I just need the Navigraph AIRAC. We're not euros either, mate. We're pounds. Okay, we are heading. So, with little nav map, I can see everything, right? So, I can see my taxi right now. See, I'm seeing my taxi. I know I'm going there. That's where I'm going to take off. So, yeah. I didn't. Government did. Now they're thinking about going back in. We never had euros. We never were. We never moved to euros. You do. I mean, you still need Navigraph to be able to update the AIRAC cycles, and that subscription is like 20 euros a year, or 29 euros a year. But I had Navigraph charts once, and I never renewed it. I said, no, I don't need it. There's so much stuff available, especially if you're on 2024. So the AIRAC cycle is a monthly update to the SID and STAR database. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's get them ready, shall we? Landing lights up. There we go. Continuous. And we can switch those off. Let's go.
Okay, come in ready for takeoff.
Bali traffic, Garuda 427 lining up runway 27 Bali traffic. Yeah, so what Cuerto said. Okay, here we go. Yeah, they're always 90 seconds. 90 seconds every 30 minutes. Okay, here we go. There we are. And let's take off. So everything up top looks okay. Yes, it does. Down below the line looks okay. Let's go. 60%. There we are. And release the power brakes. Toga.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots. V1. Rotate.
Rotates.
Positive rate.
Positive rate, gear up. And we're up. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, I mean, Navigraph in whatever form you choose to have. The charts, as I said, I found the charts pointless. Especially now they come with 2024 free. So, yeah, no need. Lido charts are just fine. But you do need the database. I totally agree with that. There we go. Okay, off and there. Yeah, but I don't integrate the charts in the EFB. I just look at my charts. I just have to go like that and it works. There we go. And command. Okay, on our way to Singapore. All right, coming up to 10,000 feet. All right. Okay, 10,000 feet. Lights go off and bring that there and there. Let's put those on. Why not? And we're good. Sync our heading. Did your first follow ILS landing. Nice, congratulations. Yeah, I mean, if you just stay calm, follow the procedure, pre-plan everything. So what I try to do is I make sure everything is set up at about 150 nautical miles, 150 nautical miles before top of descent. When you grab the localizer, when you've got the localizer on the ILS, you actually want to press the right arm autopilot as well. All right? Because if you want to do auto land, both autopilots should be selected. Yes, okay. Okay, there we go. We're at standard QNH. And then usually what I do is I take control once I'm below 1,000 feet. As soon as I enter under 1,000 foot, I take control. I mean, there's no need to take control 20 miles out. Yeah, there is no need. So with RNAV, it will follow the RNAV approach. So with RNAV, you will set to the minimum. So let's do this. Hold on. Let me show you this. Okay. Here. So let me find an RNAV approach. That one there. Let's have a look. So let's go here. So RNAV approach. Okay, this is RNAV. All right. So there, let's say you want to take this one. Okay, let's take this one. This is a 5-degree slope. All right. You set 280 as your final altitude. It will follow the LNAV and VNAV all the way to the runway. But you should take control over when you are comfortable, okay? So I usually do it at about 1,000 feet. With the LNAV VNAV, you'll still have the control, the cross and the dot. So you just follow the cross and that dot. You follow it. Keep it in the center and it will take you to the runway. All right? But there are I'm looking at an RMP chart. Which airport? Which airport? So Rome. Uh, 16. So I would use this one. I would use this one, 500. Because it still gives me LNAV and VNAV. That's what I would use. So exactly, basically get into the approach and hit approach. Yeah. Or fly in manually by following 16 right. 320, yeah. You could use a VOR. That's a VOR DME. That is a very manual flight. But there are a lot of YouTube videos around to learn that, yeah. But yeah, nothing like a nice RNAV approach. Okay. So this one into Singapore, for example, Singapore is an ILS approach. What was I? Approach on 20 right. I mean, as long as you keep that center, the LNAV VNAV, and you keep that dot in the center, it will take you down to the runway as well. Yeah. All right. So where are we? Let's have a look. So that's where we are. That's where we are right now. So we've just done that departure and we're now flying over East Java. I've been here, Surabaya. I went from Jakarta to Surabaya on a train with one of my customers because my customer was terrified of flying. So we had to take the train. Can you believe that? My customer's terrified of flying, so he had us all go on a train. And I tell you what, it was great. I enjoyed it. It was a nice journey. It was a great train ride. First class. On the train in Indonesia. It was. I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was nice. I never ever. I mean, normally we'll fly everywhere, but because my agent, my customer, is afraid of flying, so we had to take the train. So it was an overnight train. That was nice. It was comfortable, and then back. There we go. Nice, eh? Loads of volcanoes around. This is part of the Ring of Fire. There's a volcano right there. Yeah, Japan had a tremor. They said it was a tremor, but a 7.9 or something tremor. Did you see the gamer overlay that I've now added to Streamflight, Cuerto? The gamer overlay, so you don't need to stream or have OBS or anything. So now, I mean, if I look, this is my sim right now, okay? This is my sim right now. So when you fly normally, this is what you see. But with the gamer overlay, I can now pop an overlay on, and you can fly with this overlay. And you don't need to even stream. It just pops the gaming overlay on. So yeah, so there. Look at that. Nice, huh? But I am streaming, so I'll just go back to my stream screen. Ah, right, okay. Now it's exactly where I want it now. Oh, yes, 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 yes. There we go. Yeah, I also made it so you can... So here you've got the phase. But in GA, it can get confused because the aircraft behavior is quite erratic. So I've put a disabled checkbox so that the phase is not connected. So yeah. So, but if you do have it, then you can just pop it there. Yeah, I'll get around to that at some point. Dane. Who's Dane? Okay. I wonder if it was just some sort of thing available on FlightSim.to. Let's have a look. Let's see. I don't see it. VATSIM, CTAF. No, so it's not on FlightSim.to. It's not on FlightSim.to. Yeah, well, it's the website everyone goes to. So yeah, we are stuck with that. Oh. Although I do have it on GitHub as well. No, what you were talking about that Dane Flats used to use. I was seeing, is it something that was on FlightSim.to or? Okay, we're in cruise now. And we're heading to the Java Sea. And there we go. Here we go. Okay. On our way, do we still have controller? Let's see. Please. Yep, Singapore is still on. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna go make myself a coffee. I need a coffee. I am going to go and make a coffee. I shall be back in 2 minutes. All right, or 5 minutes. Okay, coffee time. Okay. So we're coming in. Okay. So there we are. That's where we are right now. $34,000 feet. Sync the heading. Okay. I got the the new Call of the Wild Scotland map, but I still have yet to play it. I've been watching some of these Arc Raider streams. I don't think it's my thing, my cup of tea. I still don't even understand what the bloody the objective is. What is the objective of Arc Raider? I've not figured that out yet. And I can't sort of stay watching those videos for too long. It's just, I don't know, I find it boring. But I'm going to try and do some Call of the Wild today. I think we're going to, yeah, I'll try and do a stream today in Call of the Wild and the Scotland map. I haven't started the Scotland map yet. I don't care, I'll shoot anything. It's a game. You're not a vegan, are you, Cuarto, are you a vegan? I love it when I go to a supermarket and it says, you know, vegan chicken. And I'm thinking, how does a vegan know what chicken tastes like? Do they come to a bloke like me and go, oh yeah, that tastes like chicken? Not. Well, they'll get a, you know, a ribeye. A ribeye made out of beetroot. And apparently it's supposed to taste like steak. Yeah, right. How does that work? I remember when we were young, my parents, my dad used to keep chickens. Yes, in London, in the middle of London, he used to keep chickens. And then he used to slaughter the chicken for dinner in London. You don't eat moose or elk. Why? Is it not good? Isn't an elk or a moose the same thing? I wonder if you can make a biryani from moose. Moose biryani. That would be different. Yeah, I don't think I'd eat a bear. Isn't wolf just dog? Have you had bison? Bison is supposed to be very high in protein. I used to, I did. I used to hunt when I lived in Pakistan. I used to hunt. But we used to hunt on horseback. So we used to take the horses, take the dogs, and then we would hunt on horseback on the sugar plantations, the sugar cane plantations. So we would hunt like deer or wild boar. Yeah, we didn't. We we had Kalashnikovs, but the rule was single shot. Yeah, we had Kalashnikovs, and I had a Sig Sauer. AK-47. That's what we had. The remnants of the Afghan war. Is Canada the same? Is Canada the same sort of rules as the US, or is it different? I mean, I remember when we were in Texas just a few months ago. Over in Texas, you don't even need a license. It's what they call constitutional carry. Right. Yeah, Texas was quite lax. You want a gun? Yeah, go on then. There you go. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. So there we are. That's where we are currently. So we are there. And hopefully we still have Singapore on. What's that? That is a 330. What's that? 320. Apparently, so it's slightly different than you think it is. In the US, only if they are in the house. If they are on your land, for example, so they're in the garden or in the front yard or whatever, and you shoot them dead, then that's not allowed. They got to be inside the house. So what people are telling me is that if they shoot them, they drag them into the house and then put like a butter knife into his hand or something. Yeah, I also thought it was like that, but they've got to be in the house. No, I think it may vary from state to state then. Because a lot of the yards in Texas, for example, are not gated or have walls around them or things like that. Jeswin, hello. How are you? We are on our way to Singapore. We took off from Bali. Mohan, hello, hi, how are you? We're in the Garuda Indonesia 737 today. We're on VATSIM. We're heading to Singapore. We took off from Bali. And yeah. We're flying over the Java Sea currently. Flying over the Java Sea currently. Let's have a look. Where are we? Oh, no, sorry. There we are. Java Sea. That's where we are. Oh, look at that. We've got 37,000 feet, that one is. Where was he going? Let's have a look. Where is that one going? That one was going... going to Bali as well. Going to Bali. Yes, I am also streaming on Twitch. That is correct. Yeah, Twitch is my main area. Oh, Puerto, are you from Calgary? Dino, good day, mate. How are you? Long time I haven't seen you. Where you been? I hope you're well. I hope you're well, Dino. All good, yeah. All good. Little bit busy. I mean, you know, my day starts early, so a little bit busy in the mornings. But yeah. Didn't have time to stream yesterday. But yeah. In British Columbia. Alberta is conservative. Yeah, I don't know Canada, to be fair. I don't know Canada much. There we go. So Jeswin, I'm looking to do on the weekend, I might do that Romania to Madeira on VATSIM if you want. Six stream watch streak apparently. Really? I don't even know what that means. Well, I know what it means, but I don't know what it means. Sun God Nika. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, I'll put it up in Discord. And we'll do the you're in the UK, right, Jeswin? You're in the UK, correct? Same time zone as me. Ah, okay. So you're 4 hours, 4.5 hours ahead of me, right? 4 hours? Yeah. Yeah, I used to live in Dubai. I lived in Dubai for 10 years. 10 years I lived in Dubai. You're in Abu Dhabi. Oh, I'm sure Abu Dhabi has improved now. I'm sure Abu Dhabi has improved. When was that? I lived in Dubai from 1998 to 2008. And then I moved to Thailand for another 10 years. What is, I'm not retired. I'm a telco guy. I'm telecom. So I do software. I write software and yeah, telecom stuff, consulting, that kind of thing. Am I a rich guy or what? No, not at all. Rich in experience. Rich with experience, yes. Yeah, I've got no on my own. No, and I can't even afford a stream deck. That's why I made my own gadget deck, TM. I like the beaches in Abu Dhabi. Yes. What's the I tell you what, I stayed in that really nice place near the polo ground in between Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Wallahi, what's the name of that place, man? Beautiful place to stay. 1 second. I'll tell you what it was called. 1 second. On the way to Abu Dhabi. On the way to Abu Dhabi. Where is it? What was it called? Rock Beach? No. Dubai Marina? No. Hold on, I'm trying to look for it. 1 second. Is that the one? Maybe. Maybe it's all changed now. Was it Guntoot? Near Guntoot? Yes, it was Guntoot. Guntoot. There was the polo club there. And then we had it was a really nice, but I think it's all closed now. I mean, it was a while ago. So I used to do, Ah, right. Okay. It's the Gantu Polo Club. Because I used to play polo. I used to play polo in Dubai, but I was part of the Dubai polo team, the Palm Springs, Desert Palms. Sorry, the same guy. I used to play with the guy who owns Spinneys, Ali Al Bawadi. So I used to play polo with him. Where did I play? I tell you where I played. Here, I'll show you. Where's the 44? There's the 44. Nikhil. Where did I play? Hold on. Lisali. So if we go here, Nadal Shiba, Warsan Dubai Safari Park. Wow, it doesn't look so. Where is it? Nikhil. I'm looking for it. Hold on. Ah, okay. So they probably changed a lot. They probably changed a lot. So this is it, right? So hold on. Dubai Safari Park, Dragon Mall. Ah, here. That's where I used to play. So I used to play here. Desert Palm Polo Club. So I used to play polo here. So I had quite a few friends that lived in here. I don't know if you can see anything in there. No. And then this is the road that goes to Oman. The E44. Dubai Safari Park? When did that happen? Wow. That wasn't there when we were there. But yeah. So this is owned by the owner of Spinneys, Ali Al Bawadi. But yeah. Used to play polo here. And then so this is where Dragon Mart is, right? So Dragon Mart is there. There's Dragon Mart. And see, it's like in the shape of a dragon. It's like a Chinese market. I used to live Dubai Creek, Nad Al Hammar. Ah, here. So I used to live here. So there's Mushrif Park. I used to live right in there. That's where I used to live, right here. That house, right there. I used to live in that house. Villa del Sol. That was our community center and a swimming pool. But yeah, right in there. I don't think there's any pictures. No. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So right there, I used to live. In there. And the house right there. Yeah, that's where I used to live. How was my experience there? Oh, it was great. I was in a good time. It was a good time to be there. It's changed now. It's changed a lot now. I mean, I was in Dubai a couple of years ago, and to be fair, I don't like it. Didn't like it at all. Bit of a concrete jungle. It's a concrete jungle. I'm sure Abu Dhabi is probably better. A lot less of a concrete jungle. They haven't given in to temptation. They don't need to. They got loads and loads and loads of money. You know, where Dubai is, you know, running out of money. They don't have oil anymore. They don't have much in the way of resources. So they just build, build, build. And if you build, they will come, apparently. But yeah, I used to do a lot of work. I used to work a lot with Etisalat. So I used to go down to Abu Dhabi a lot because Etisalat's head office is in Abu Dhabi. But yeah, so I used to be down there, Murdiff. I used to work. This is where I used to work. I used to work here. Right there, Dubai Airport. So Dubai Airport, in one of these warehouses. They can't see anything. So yeah, at the Dubai Airport free zone. I saw the terminal being built, the new terminal, the main terminal. I saw that being built in front of me. Yeah. So yeah, that was nice. But yeah, there was nothing here in those days. You know, it was all desert. It was all desert. We used to fly radio control aircraft. We used to fly at Nad Al Sheba here. So we had our radio control club was over here, Nad Al Sheba. There was a racetrack for horses, and then there was a golf course in the middle of that. So I used to play golf in the middle of the racetrack. I don't know if they've still kept the old... This is the Maidan now, Maidan. But Nad Al Sheba, that was Nad Al Sheba. The golf course used to be right in the center. But I think they've got rid of that now. But yeah, Nad Al Sheba Airport. Now the Radio Control Club has gone to a place called over here somewhere. Hold on, where is that? Lesai. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All gone. The Radio Control Club. Where are you? Over here. So where is that? Should be a runway here for flying model aircraft. Yeah, but it's in this area. Yeah. How old am I? I'm very young, very young. Oh, here it is. Found it. So this is where they all fly the radio control aircraft now. There. So there's the runway for model aircraft. Don't know if there's any pictures here. Oh, there is. So there's the model aircraft runway. Then you got all the hangars and everything there. But yeah, people come here to fly their model aircraft. But yeah, we used to fly in the early days. Yeah, I've been flying model aircraft, I don't know, since my father bought me my first aeroplane. I think I was 12. I still fly. I mean, I fly those on the back that are on the wall. I fly I race racing drones. But I still have model aircraft as well. But they're upstairs in the attic at the moment. I haven't flown them here. The UK is very bloody regulated. And my models are quite large. And they are combustion engines, not electric. So the UK is very regulated. You know, I miss the good old days. Build it, fly it. Apparently they're trying to stop people from misusing it. Those who want to misuse it won't even let people know they've got any drones or anything. They'll just use the drone, dump it, and disappear. So I don't understand what regulation proves. You can still buy one off the internet, get it delivered by Temu. $28 degrees in Dubai. That's not bad for now. So if you're in Abu Dhabi, Jeswin, I mean, Lesai Model Club is not so far. It's not so far at all. So you could quite easily take a drive out there on the weekend and just on the Friday or whatever, and go take a look. It's right there. It's not so far from Abu Dhabi, I don't think. Nothing is far. Yeah, I mean, maybe an hour or so. It's not that far. Not so far, I don't think. There's Hobby World is there. Oh, Hobby World has moved there now. Interesting. Sky Hub RC Campus. I don't know what that's about. Let's see. What's that about? They have one photo. Oh no, they have two, three. Okay, let's have a look. You got your license like 2 months ago. So this is the RC campus, which I guess they teach you to fly. Let's see if I recognize anyone. If anyone still... So I have a biplane as well. What's that? It looks like a gun range, that does. So that's a jet. That's it. No more. Much in the way of 3D printing lately? No, not really. I haven't done much 3D printing. No worries. I'll see you later, Jasmine. Thank you for popping in. So 352 nautical miles, 235 nautical miles for top of descent. Do we still have Singapore on? Oh man, Singapore's gone off. Okay. VHSS. What's VHSS? Yeah, you weren't even close. So there we are. That's where we are currently. I don't know, is that us? Yeah, there we are. That's us there. But little nav map sort of puts it up in front for some reason. There and there. Switch that off. Jump to the user aircraft. The top of descent is in 202 nautical miles. We'll start our descent briefing at around 150 nautical miles, and then we will be dropping into Singapore. So Dino, I've added this new thing on my stream flight. Look, so this is what I'm looking at, all right? This is what I'm looking at. But now, stream flight, wait. So, hold on. So, stream flight now has this thing called gamer mode, all right? Gamer mode for non-streamers. So if I go to display capture, this is what I'm looking at. I'm just looking at this, okay? But if I enable gamer mode, I get this overlay. You don't need to be a streamer. You don't need OBS. There is gamer mode. So while you're flying the sim normally, you can still have an overlay, even though you're not a streamer. You're not a streamer, no OBS installed, but you can get an overlay to show you everything. And then if you want to get to the Microsoft Flight Sim toolbar, you just hover over it. And there's your toolbar. Come away from it, and it will drop down. There. Come away from it, drop down. So now non-streamers can get an overlay. Why not? And then if you want, you just switch it off. I'm streaming, so I'll switch it off. And there we go. I'm back. But yeah, that is the new one. Oh yeah, and sorry. I also, so here you got the flight phase, but in GA the aircraft behavior can be very erratic. So the flight phase gets confused. So I've allowed you to be able to disable the flight phase when flying GA, for example, so that the flight phase it doesn't do anything. But when you're on an IFR airliner flight, you just enable the phase and you can get it back to follow the phase again. Yeah? Switch it off. And back there. It is a standalone executable. Yes, it is. It doesn't go into your community folder. Just runs in the background. It's like less than 0.5% of your CPU. And that gaming overlay is also integrated with SimBrief, so you don't have to put anything in manually. You can if you want, but it also communicates with SimBrief. Yeah, so download it. Download it. Leave a comment how clever I am. And yeah, you will enjoy. Everyone has downloaded it so far. Now can't fly without the overlay. Because, you know, they can walk away. They can see it from a distance. Yeah, very humble. Very humble. You know me. But I figured, you know, all of us streamers have nice, pretty overlays. Let's give that ability to people who don't stream. And, yeah, there you go. Oh, from scratch. Is that old code reworked? Old code from where? I built this from the ground up, yeah. Yeah. And it's just getting bigger and bigger. There's, yeah, so, there. It's just getting bigger and bigger. So, yeah. So, so this is the overlay part. So for example, so all of the overlay layout,
That's what she said.
the constraints, all the methods, etc., etc. Yeah. I had to do one complete CS style sheet, C script just for the bloody toggle, because it wasn't working the way I wanted to work. So I had to do one for the pill toggle, the checkbox. Yeah, and then we've got the main one is this. So this is the calculating all the phases and things like that. And then the sim brief part. So this is the sim brief part that fetches from sim brief. Yeah. Did you miss anything important? No, we're just talking about a software that I created called Streamflight. So I'm just showing the code off. Yeah, Streamflight. So what that does, what Streamflight does is hold on. What Streamflight does is, right now you see this overlay, okay? So I created a software that talks to Microsoft Flight Sim and will pull all this information so that I can display it on the overlay. Now I'm a streamer, but if I wasn't a streamer, can I also have the overlay? Yes, with my software you can. So that's what I'm looking at. If I open up Streamflight, oh, let me just go back. If I open up Streamflight, that's Streamflight, this bit of software here, and it has this thing called gamer mode. So gamer mode, if I toggle that on, if I toggle it on, if you were just flying the sim, you're not streaming, you're just flying, you can now have an overlay, and it will give you all of the information, the aircraft, the call sign, ETA, estimated time en route, distance to go, altitude, heading, blah blah blah, Bali, Singapore, what the aircraft is doing. And then if I want to get to the Microsoft toolbar, I just go over it and it slides up. I get to that, come back down, and it will drop down again. And that is for people who are just flying the sim normally. They don't have to do anything. And the link is above. The link for this software is on flightsim.to, and the link is just above your last chat. So yeah. So this is a software that I created recently. Okay, well, oh shit, we got to do this. Hold on. So, initial fix 2,500. So let's set this up now because our descent is nearly there. So 2,500. There we are, 2,500. Let's go to the charts again. 108.9. So 108.9. 108.9. There and there. Okay, auto brakes to 3. Perfect. Q&H for Singapore. Do we have Singapore on again? Let's have a look. No. So Q&H for Singapore. Arrival, or we can go meta. Q&H is 1009, so let's set that up. 1009. So is that set? 1009, and our minimums for Singapore is 220. 220. There we go, 220. Okay, set up our approach. V1, V speed, V approach is 141 plus 5. So 146, and the course is 203. There we go, 203. All right, we're good. Descent briefing is done. 90 nautical miles, top of descent. Oh, we've got a nice aircraft coming down there. Look at that. Who's that? Is he just left Singapore? Yep, left Singapore on its way to Christchurch. A 350. That is Dryson. Hello. Hello. That is a long flight for that dude. How's it going? It's going all right. Yeah. Yeah, really been enjoying messing around with Streamflight. You know, it's become a far more a deeper software creation than I thought it would be, but I'm thoroughly enjoying writing application software now. Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun. Pushing myself, you know. Because as you know, this is not the typical software I write. I write stuff which is far deeper than application type software. No, I'm not bothering with all of that. I'm not bothering with all of that. One of the reasons, I mean, I could have used an Elevate X overlay, but it looks shit. It looks terrible. That's why I said, no, I don't want to do that. This allows you to take, you know, your existing overlay and build it the way you want, right? Your existing overlay with your look and feel, not Elevate X's look and feel, which is hardly a look or a feel. Right, there's our top of descent, coming up to 60 nautical miles away. And I mean, the new gaming overlay that I've added for non-streamers, I think it's a nice bit of kit. Everyone who's using it right now, the gaming overlay, they love it. They love it. They love it. The gaming overlay part, I like. You know, that's what we look at when we are flying our normal sim. That's what we look at, right? And now I can just add an overlay, and you're not streaming, but you do have an overlay and you can watch. You can see everything at a glance when you're away from the screen or whatever, and then get to your toolbar, no problem. 2020 and 2024, no problem. Shit, it works. Not on the gaming overlay, no. Not on the gaming overlay. The gaming overlay, this is the look and feel. I'm not going to do any customization. But on your regular stream, yes. I actually started off with customization. And I thought, you know what? It's going to be difficult. People are going to be going, oh, I can't do this. I have no idea how to run or use CSS, blah, blah, blah. I said, screw that. We're not doing it. Everyone out there, you know, a lot of them have no idea how to do it. So for the gaming overlay, what you see is what you get. But for your OBS, for sure, yes. I mean, why do you want wind? I don't know why you would want wind. I mean, to be fair, yeah, sure, there's wind up here, but no one gives a crap. And if you really did, you can see it right there. No one cares about wind. Yeah, I've got wind at the moment. No. Oh, dear. That went downhill real quick, eh? Right. Who that? Arthur. Hello, Arthur. Hi. How are you? I hope you're well. So what, 40 nautical miles from top of descent into Singapore in the lovely Garuda Indonesia, an airline I've actually never flown. I've never flown Garuda. I mean, I've flown many airlines, but not Garuda. Hi, Arthur. Hi. I hope you're well. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. I hope you are well, sir. We're about to start our descent into Singapore. In about 40 nautical miles. In the Garuda Indonesia 737-800. Sun is setting. How's the flight going? The flight's okay, yeah. Had a nice nice departure from Bali, and now we're about to start our descent and arrival into Singapore in the lovely 737. We do like the 737. I do. I really do like the 737. I am going to say I like it more than the Airbus. Yes, I said it. I like it more than the Airbus. So that's where we are currently. Right there. And that's our approach into Singapore. Did I show you this, Dryson? So you know my gadget deck, right? You know gadget deck, right? My my gadget deck TM, okay? Because I am too cheap to buy a stream deck. I was having problems with the macro software. The macro software I didn't create. It was created maybe like last century. Very old thing. So it kept crashing, kept causing problems. So I quickly did my own version. Oh, so what are you using for the macro software? So I made this. It's called Gadget Deck. Yeah. And what this does is recognize all your keyboards, then you can assign by checking the box which one is going to be your macro keyboard. Okay. And then you can run a Visual Basic script, assign it to each key. Assign it to each key. And you've got it real quick. Cheap, I mean quick and nasty. And it works beautifully. It works beautifully. If you want it, I can send it to you. Now I'm just going to get a big mini keyboard. What airline are we flying? We're flying Garuda Indonesia, which is the national carrier of Indonesia. Garuda. There. I think you're using HID macros. HID macros. But I find it crashes sometimes quite a bit, or at least it did for me. I think you're using HID macros. It's a really old piece of kit, which is no longer being worked on. So there we are. We started our descent into Singapore. There we are. Descent profiles bang on at the moment. You don't like the 737? I mean, it's very different to fly compared to the Airbus. I mean, you do a lot more in the 737. It's a lot more manual, if you like. I mean, you really have to fly the 737. Where the Airbus, a lot of it's done for you. So yeah. So we are on VATSIM, so we will just keep an eye on what's happening with the aircraft around us. Okay, Singapore is quite clear. It is, isn't it? It is. How is 2024 running for you, Dryson? Haven't seen you stream for a while. I haven't seen you stream for a while, Dryson. Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. Sim Update 4. And I wonder if that's got anything to do with it is now launched on the PS5. Was the PS5 the benchmark for Sim Update 4? Okay, what are we at? 27,000 feet. Yeah, it happens. It happens, Dryson. I am going to do a bit of Call of the Wild tonight. We've got the new Scotland map. So I hope I am going to stream the new Scotland map tonight from the beginning in story mode. And yeah, so Call of the Wild tonight. But I think today I have to have a haircut. My hair is gone completely. It's a mess. I mean, I can do a man bun now. I need to get it cut. I've had enough. There is no man bun. It's like, it's so, I mean, seriously. I mean, literally you could do the man bun there. It's so terrible. Everyone thinks I'm bald under the hat. Everyone thinks I'm bald. I can grow a good head of hair. And the thing is, when it goes, if it gets wet and it rains, my hair goes curly. Goes completely curly and goes out like that. So, yeah. I'm like a gremlin, man. My hair's like a gremlin. Don't get water on it. There we go, coming up to 23,000 feet. Yeah, exactly. You put water on my hair, it's gonna curl up real quick. Oh, look at that. Let's get it through the old windows. Custard, hello. How are you? What's happened to your PC? Is it okay to do smoky thing on stream? Yeah, it's my stream. It's at the shop. Why? What happened? Are they changing the GPU, are they? GPU died completely? No. Couldn't post on boot up. Is that the GPU though? The post is usually from the BIOS. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, you were able to use... Okay, I was going to ask you that. Did the onboard graphics, did that work? Okay, 19,000 feet. 3 days. Ooh. Do they have visiting times? It's probably in bed watching TV. All right, 18,000 feet. That's where we are currently. Right there. Oh, I couldn't imagine that because my PC is so stealth, you wouldn't even notice my PC was there or not. It's completely black, no lights, and completely hidden. I'm not one for all this RGB and blah blah blah. It is so stealth. So all I do see is a bunch of screens. Yeah, I can't do all the RGB stuff, man. I can't do the RGB. I don't know, I find it cheap. I don't know why. Okay, what are we at? 16,000 feet. Descent profile's looking good. Descent profile's looking good. Yeah, I've got a glass cover, glass on one side where I can see all the components. That I do have. But I have mine on the floor. I have mine on the floor, but I got a bit of MDF, and my CPU tower is on the MDF, so it doesn't pick up the carpet and all that. So it's raised, and even that MDF, I spray painted that black, so that you couldn't tell. It's the same size as the case. So you can't even tell that it's sitting on MDF. You think there was an issue on the actual board of the GPU? Ah, could be. Could be. I think we've got someone. Who's that there? Let's have a look. Who's that? Singapore just took off. Where did he take off from? Are people taking... What's the ATIS now? Hold on a sec. WSSS. Arrival on 02. Shit, I've messed up. Departure is on 20 center. Alright, let's approach 02 left. Hold on. Maybe it's too late. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry. Index arrival 02 left. Let's have a look at 02 left. 02 left. Let me see. Can I save this? Arrival 02 left. I'm gonna have to change it. No. I'm too close. Okay, I'm going to come in that way. 02 left. So 02 left on that one there. And let's try this. Let me see if this can work. 02 left. 02 left. Insert. Okay, let's try this. Execute. Legs. And we're going to go direct to T-Bun. There we are. Execute. 02 left. No, there is no ATC, but we have to follow this. There we go. So now we're heading that way. Okay, This is good. We're okay. Let me just have a look. There we are. That'll work. So we're going to go across the top and then come back into 02 left. So 02 left is going to be our approach. Let me just make sure we have everything. Oh, and that one there. Okay. That will work. That will work. Okay. We're all right. So let's just change all our other stuff. So flight planner, charts 02 left there. Minimums is 230, so 230. And it's 110.9. So 110.9. 110.9. There we are. And we can go init ref. 110.9. And that's good. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's 23. 023. Okay. Zero, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. We're all set. And there's Singapore. And we can quieten that down. There we are. And landing lights can come on. Continuous seat belts on. What are we at? Descent. Okay. Perfect. What do I think of dual setup for streaming? Depends how serious you are for streaming. I mean, I thought about it, but I haven't done it. That's not Singapore, right? Isn't that? That could be. It looks a bit small for Singapore, doesn't it? But it could be. I thought they had more runways. No, that's not. That is another airport on another island. Singapore is over there. All right, so we've got a constraint here of 10,000 feet, so that's why we're still at 10,000 feet. How is the new Scotland map? I don't know yet. I haven't tried it. I'm gonna try it tonight on stream.
Singapore traffic to Cargo 10 Delta 10 miles right now, 02 left.
I think we can go up to 25 knots. Let's go speed intervention 250 knots. There we are. Insufficient fuel? No. I've got 2.2 tons. Are you kidding, right? Yeah, no, we're okay. Story of my life, I tell you, fuel. So there we are. There's Singapore. There. And we're coming on 2 left. That one there. Captain Whip, hello. You love the updated app. Which one do you mean? What do you like about it? Do you like the game overlay? Did you see the gaming overlay? Why is your channel now asking for photograph of me? I refuse to do. I haven't even visited your channel because it keeps on giving me this photograph nonsense. Whoop. Whoa, thank you for the gift sub, man. Thank you so much. Captain Whip TV, if you don't know him, he's a real world pilot. The game overlay, yeah, it is nice, isn't it? It just came to me in a dream. Yeah, check out Captain Whip TV. He's a real world pilot from the based in the US. Really nice guy. Such a great guy. And such a chill streams. But you're gonna have to use your phone for a photograph or something. I don't know what it's called. And you've got to be over 18 apparently. So I haven't done that yet. Why can't you just put a little checkbox that says, are you over 18? Yes. Done. Alright, where are we? So, we're good. So, we are heading towards there and then coming back for Singapore. Wait, what? Okay, every time I go into your... I try and get onto your stream, and I'm sure you're getting a lot of people who aren't turning up. I go into your stream, it asks me to verify my identity with my phone. So I have to apparently take a selfie picture of my face. Where other streams, they just say, warning, this is over 18 content. Click this box to continue, that's it. But your one is asking for a selfie with my phone. Oh, I thought you knew that, Captain. So Yeah, I think you've got to change something in your moderation. Hold on, let me see where it is. Email follower phone verification here. There. So I've got email verification off. Follower phone verification off. I think that's the one. Settings, stream, channel. Yeah. Moderation, settings, email there. Email verification off. Phone verification off. Off. This one here. In the moderation, settings, chatter permissions. You have phone verification on or something. I thought you knew. Right. We should be good. We're about to start our approach into Singapore. Okay. So, Captain Whip, there's a new version, which I haven't released yet. So if you look at the display capture, so display capture, right? So if I switch on gaming mode, right? When you do GA aircraft, the flight phase gets confused because the erratic behavior of GA aircraft. So now you can switch off and disable the flight phase. Yeah, or enable the flight phase for IFR. Yeah. So yeah. That's the new thing. So let's go back to, am I flying on a yoke setup? No. I'm on a Thrustmaster T16000M. Okay, we're taking that turn now back towards Singapore. We'll take that turn and then we will slow down to 220. 220. So slowing down to 220. There we go. Slowing down to 220, heading back towards Singapore. Singapore is over there somewhere. Right there. So we're still in the 10,000 flight level 100 constraint. So right there, and then we'll start descending after that. Taxiing skill. Luckily, it's not so far from the gate. And we'll go to Bravo 3, gate Bravo 3 we will use. Yeah. You're back. All verified settings were off. Strange. I'll send you a message on Discord. I'll come when you're streaming next and I come in, and if it's giving me the same message, I'll message you on Discord to let you know. Yeah? Okay, and now we start our descent. There we are. So the descent profile came back on. We caught up with the descent profile and it's going to start to descend now. There we go. Right, let's just make sure. Who else? Is there anyone else coming into Singapore? Oh, it looks like another person's taking exactly the same route. They must have been set up for the old runway and now they're taking exactly the same route I just took. So there. So how did I update the Navigraph? What do you mean?
Sebentar lagi kita akan mendarat. Silakan mengenakan sabuk pengaman, menegakkan sandaran kursi,
In what? In 737?
menyimpan sandaran kaki dan layar video ke tempat semula. Pastikan jendela di samping Anda tetap dalam keadaan terbuka. Laptop dan alat elektronik lainnya kami mohon untuk dimatikan sekarang. Perlu kami tahu
Oh, I update it from here, right?
membawa dan memiliki segala bentuk narkoba atau sejenisnya akan mendapat hukuman berat. Dan bagi Anda yang mengetahui agar segera melapor kepada petugas.
Oh, what's going on?
Terima kasih. Ladies and gentlemen,
What's happened there?
please fasten
Usually I'm there.
your seat back into the upright position and lock your table securely.
This is 2020, yeah, but
Video manager in place.
that's weird. Why I'm not getting the page there?
Passengers who are using laptops and other entertainment devices
Yeah, this is 2020.
now. We will
737 for the for 24. Is that released yet? I didn't think it was released.
violation of the law. Heavy penalties are imposed for disregarding the law. Thank you.
I don't think it's released for 2024. No. Okay. Heading to Vexel. Oh right, no, I don't. I mean, I don't do. I fly in 2020. And that's my point. No one knows whether you've got 2020 or 2024, right? No one knows. No one can tell the difference unless you go to the top and open up one of the menus. But right now, as it is, you could not tell I was in 2020 or 24. I still get, you know, despite having the overlay, I still get people going, how long is left? Where are you flying to? Can you believe that? So now what I have is I have this thing. Okay. You know, I mean, it's right there. It's right there. Yeah. What airline are you flying? What airline are you flying? Okay, 6,000 feet. 24 miles out. Let's avoid that. So let's go direct to there, and execute. There we are. Okay, let's start to reduce our speed. Let's go 200. 190, sorry. And a bit of brake. Singapore traffic, Garuda 427 inbound. 02 left. 18 miles out. Singapore traffic. Okay, we can go to flaps 1 and 2. There we are. And localizer is established. Lovely. Let's start to slow down. 14 miles out. There we are. And we are fully established. Okay, flaps 5. Start to slow down. Singapore traffic, Garuda 427, inbound runway 02 left. Fully established on the localizer, Singapore traffic. Sorry, 10 miles out. Okay, on the spoilers.
Singapore traffic, clear for ILS 20 right, super 256.
Are you kidding? 20 right. Is he mad? Traffic calling. I'm coming in on 02 left. 9 miles out.
Oh, it's okay, I see. Maybe you will land it before I reach the final effort.
Okay, no problem. Terima kasih.
2500.
Sama-sama.
Okay, let's drop the gear. There we are. And let's start to slow us down. There we are. And I want to be at 146. Okay, flaps full. Look at my fuel, huh? I'm always like low. I run very efficient. What? Must be my low fuel. Okay. I have control. Middle marker there.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
There we go. Let's get off the runway real quick. Singapore traffic, Garuda 427, clear runway 02 left. Have a safe landing, my friend. Okay.
Selamat datang, kita telah mendarat. Silakan tetap duduk sampai pesawat ini telah berhenti dengan sempurna dan lampu tanda kenakan sabuk pengaman telah dipadamkan. Mohon untuk tidak menyalakan telepon genggam sampai Anda berada di ruang.
You can't release the parking brake. Press your rudder pedals.
Tidak ada barang yang terjatuh.
You can't push or pull the yoke. Maybe you need to reinstall it.
Menghubungi bagian layanan pindah pesawat. Sebelum meninggalkan pesawat, periksalah barang-barang bawaan Anda. Bagi Bapak dan Ibu yang duduk di kelas eksekutif, Anda nanti kami persilakan untuk turun.
Or restart it.
Selamat berpisah.
The parking brake is, it depends if you got it simple or realistic.
Singapore traffic, establish LS approach 20 right, clear to land, super gain 256.
Switch on your mobile phone sambil dua in the terminal building, and we would like to remind you that you must be careful when you opening the luggage bin.
Okay, there we go. Even my taxiing is brilliant.
Before disembarking, please
Here we go. Flaps gone up and they can go off. And we can go all APU on.
Indonesia.
There we are. Landing lights can go off. Oh shit. Oh dear. There you go. I did that just for Dino. So we're going to, what did I say? We didn't see anything. Bravo 3. We're going to Bravo 3. Slow down. Come on. Slow down. Bravo 3. Wow, why does it say heavy? Should be a medium. Oh, that'll do. Then we'll go to Bravo 4. Singapore Air Terminal Services. All right. Landing light was off, yeah. Taxi and that is on. We can go there and there. And that can go off as well. Oh, sorry, no, that's right. There we are. Okay. APU's up. And we have Bravo 4 right here. Oh, which one is it? Sorry, that one there. There we are. There we go. We're good. Parking brake set. And we can go over to the APU. There and there. Don't know why it wants to do that. Okay. And we are good. Engines can go off. 1 and 2. There we are. Parking brakes on. Oh, what happened to my... there we are. We go here. Ground operations, ground connections, set chocks, request ground power. There we are. And there we go. All right. Lovely. There we go. Switch off APU there. And
Gentlemen, when disembarking, please take care.
there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, okay.
Please
And
ensure that you provide
there,
children and for your own
all the
safety,
fuel.
do not walk underneath the wing.
And there, and request deboarding.
And I expect to be seated in business class, not crammed into coach like this.
Deboarding requested. And we can switch off that and that. There we go. Okay. And there we go. Thank you, Sun God. Thank you very much. I try. Here we go. All right. We are good. There we go. And they're all deboarding. Maybe I want to switch off those because he's probably getting blinded. And we are done. And that can go on and off and off. There we are. All right. That's it. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to Singapore. Yeah, that is it for me for now. I think I'm going to do a Call of the Wild stream later on tonight if I'm able to. But the new map got released, Scotland. So we'll do a bit of Call of the Wild hunting in the evening. Yeah. And in the meantime, yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. Thank you, Captain Whip, for, yeah, your comments regarding the new gaming overlay. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. And thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you very, very much. And I will also let you know, just in case I get phone verification on your stream when I come in next time. All right. Everyone else, yeah. So Arthur, thank you for the follow. Sun God, thank you for the follow. And everyone else, Dino, thank you, brother. It's always nice to have you here. Captain Whip, thank you for hanging around. And who else? Custard. I hope your PC gets better soon. All right. Everyone else, thank you. And Dryson, thank you. I will see you all on the next one. We're going to go and raid someone. Let's see who's around. Let's see, raid channel, who's on? Two-tone, Kenko. Ooh. Let's see. Two-tone music. Who's this? Isn't really anyone on. Let's see. Let's see. This guy's in French. All right, let's. Oh, here's one. The barrack. Okay, let's go and raid the barrack. The barrack. Where was he? Where was he? Oh, I've lost him now. Oh dear. Let's search. B barrack. There isn't really anyone on. Okay, anyway, there is no one on. All right, I will see you all on the next one. In the meantime, take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.